Welcome to My The Asshole Podcast. Let's get into it. All right, we're going to get right into the thread. What's your right person, wrong time story? Okay. I met a girl at a party in 2015. She was beautiful, kind, and had all the same interests in me. We talked, we finished each other's sentences. Our past experiences were so similar, and my heart would melt in her presence. We started dating and would often talk the night away. One restaurant had to kick us out because we lost track of time. One day, she suddenly stopped responding to my messages. She didn't want to meet in real life, and I had no idea why. I guess around one mutual friend, I asked around, and one mutual friend said she has some stuff going on. I tried my best to help and support, but she wasn't interested. We eventually met, and she said, you do you, and I'll do me. That was that. I never saw her again. My chest hurts even thinking about it, and I wish I'd never met her to begin with. Damn. He was vibing. They were chilling. Everything was great. They would lose track of time. The conversation was flowing, and all of a sudden, she's just like, you do you, I'm gonna do me. Peace. I think it was a thing where you were probably friend zoned. If I'm being honest with you, I think it was a thing where you were friend zoned, and she looked at it like, you are just a friend, and that's it. You know, you're just a friend, and that's really it. And then she found somebody serious, and that was it. She was like, oh, if I'm going to be serious with this guy, then I can't. Because a lot of times, man, girls say they want space. They are like, oh, we need to take a break. Just a whole bunch of other things. Oh, I'm busy. I got a lot going on. All this kind of stuff. But most of the time, it's cap. Every once in a while, you'll get a girl, that'll actually have something going on and be dealing with something. But at the end of it, she will come back to you, and you guys will be right as rain if she really had something going on. But if she comes back to you with this bullshit, yeah, she didn't have nothing going on. She got into a serious relationship with somebody else, and she's like, look, I can't continue to be close with you anymore because obviously now I have a boyfriend. So yeah, bro. Damn, that sucks. That is definitely right person, wrong time, bro. Definitely. My friend in college, everyone knew he liked me, but he kept denying it. When I asked him twice and admitted my own feelings, it was super obvious. He was always giving me special attention and going out of his way to help me out. The wrong time was he was my ex's friend whom had been dating the year before. So he was her ex-boyfriend, they were friends. Okay. Whom I had been dating the year before and even engaged to be married at one point. He knew how toxic and abusive my ex was. He probably wouldn't have been so loyal, but I never had the heart to tell him. I was too embarrassed. Dang, low key, she kind of a homie hopper, just a little bit. Because, she dated this guy and last year, and then, shit went bad because they were engaged. She dated the guy, they were engaged to be married, and then shit went bad. It was toxic, whatever the case may be. And then she started crushing on his homie. And I'm sure the homie was just kind of like, look, man, I would smash, but I cannot date. I am not going to break the bro code and date you. Like, I'm sorry. I can't do that to my boy. That's my boy at the end of the day. I can't do that to him, all right? So, if you're trying to get this dick, I got you, but I can't date you, That's what it seems like to me, because that's a little homie hopping if you ask me. Let's see. It's actually happening to me right now. I started talking to this amazing person. She is honestly the most amazing person I've ever spoke to. She is everything that's right in this world. We speak on the phone for hours. It just feels right and easy. We are both at the point in our lives where our factors are playing a huge part. We are both moving to different countries and are both in complicated places in our life. If we have met a year from now, we both settled and established and our own lives have calmed down, I would marry her immediately, but for now, it's best we don't even communicate. Oh, and it sucks because nothing really went wrong with this one. It was just the fact that life just ripped them apart. Oh, and you know what? I can say this. Stuff like that, I would try my best to kind of keep alive in some capacity because you never know in the future shit might come back around on you, and you guys find yourself in the same place at the same time and shit works out. Have I ever experienced that? No. But I know people where it has experienced that, people that I've gone to like college with, they were dating a person in college and it's not that it didn't work out. It was just the fact that, one person got a job, and had to move somewhere and this person had to stay here. And then out of nowhere, they were just like, oh, 2020 happened and now everybody's working from home, so I can kind of come back and live out here and stay close to my family and stuff like that and still continue to work my job. And then they got back together and everything was great. And it was like, whoa, they didn't think that it was going to happen. And don't get me wrong, it was a course of over 5 years. And I was like, whoa, you guys got back together and they're married now. And so it does happen 100%. And that's why I say you leave that kind of open, because the universe may find a way to bring it back in your life, bro. You never know. Like I said, have I gone through that? No. But do I know people that have? Yes. And it happens. So, yeah, man. Woo. I feel bad for him. I feel bad. Met a bunch of amazing guys when I was depressed and really avoidant, so nothing happened. Now I'm in a good place in life, but I met no one. Where are you people? They wanted you back then because you wasn't a hoe. But now even if she wasn't fucking these dudes, it's just the perception of it. The fact that you probably were going out with guys all the time, you were hanging out with dudes all the time. It's the perception. They looked at it like she's probably fucking all these dudes. If not, she's fucking at least 2 or 3 of these dudes. It's just, like I said, it's the perception. It's how it looks. So now that you're all ready for a relationship, they're just like, nah, baby, you ran through. Fuck out of here. Am I going to take you serious when you got ran through by, all those other dudes you were hanging out with? Like I said, now, is that the truth? No. But that's just how it looks. You know what I mean? Now you're going to have to do a lot more to kind of show a dude that that's not me. You know what I mean? And that's a tough thing. It is. It's a tough thing because it's like when you had all this guy attention, why didn't you just get into a relationship? But see, I get it. You enjoyed all the attention from all these different guys. And I'm sure, like, oh, he fills this niche and he fills that niche and he, does this and he does that, so yeah, you just enjoy you're just going to have to try a lot harder. And that's what it is. Sucks to suck, but hey, that's what happens. A guy I was dating, knew him from the time he was 1 year old and I was like 6 months. God damn. His mom and mine were good friends until like 8 years old. We lost touch. Then middle school, got back in contact, but he was already having serious issues with mental health due to his mom and dad being toxic. He's still in my life, but we started dating. His mom hated me hard as fuck because of something that happened between our parents, but there was no real explanation. We dated a bit. His mom made us stop and didn't tell us why. We talked about getting back together for a few years, even though his mom was weird about it and ended up not going through with it because of his mom. It's still a mystery, but we're good friends despite it all. He's my perfect guy and says I'm his ideal type, but the fact that his mom is standing in our way makes me not want to dig into it. I wouldn't want someone who ignores a clear connection due to his mom's interference. 100%. Look, I love my mom. I respect her decision and all that kind of stuff and her opinion. But, Mom, your opinion is not my reality. And if I want to date her, I'm going to fucking date her, whether you like it or not. You know what I mean? If you don't want to come to the family function, so be it. If you don't want to see the grandkids, so be it. You know, like, dude, don't let your mom dictate your life like that. Man, get out of here. Like I said, I love my mom. I care about her so much. You guys have seen her on the pod and you guys love her on the pod. And thankfully I've never had that issue, but it's one of those things where if my mom didn't like a girl and I was dating her, I would just be like, oh, well, you gonna have to suck it up. I'm dating her. You know what I mean? That's just the way it goes. And of course I'm gonna be mindful and not really bring my girl around my mom and stuff like that, just so that way, shit don't escalate and get crazy. But it's just one of those things where it's like, dude, live your life the way you are going to live it, not according to your mom. Don't do that. Respect your mom and love her, of course, but you're going to have to be like, with all due disrespect. No, I was fucking. But with all due respect, I'm dating this girl and this is my girlfriend and this is who I want to be with. Like, dude, and I get it why she's like, oh, no, I don't want to, be more than friends with you, because she looks at it like you're an indecisive guy. 100%. She's like, dude, you're an indecisive guy. You're a guy who can't make a decision for himself. So how the fuck are you going to make a decision for me? Like, let's be honest here. And so, like I said, it's understandable. It's one of those things where it's like, dude, you're going to have to fucking step that shit up. Especially if you want to date her. I don't think he does, because he's so like dependent on what his mom thinks. You know what I mean? But hey, is what it is. There was a girl in university who told me her boyfriend broke up with her, that he had been jealous of me. I think of how close we seemed, or us spending so much time hanging out. About 6 years later, one of you degenerates on Reddit told me that probably meant she was as into me as I was into her. Kicked myself for an additional year, but we haven't talked in years, so I'm kind of at peace with it now. Damn! And the boyfriend was right. Oh, 100%. Come on now. Guys and girls can't be friends, bro. They cannot be platonic friends. Someone is always going to have feelings for the other. And most of the time, it's the guy. Let's be hundo P here. Most of the time, the guy is going to have feelings for the girl before the girl has feelings for the guy. It's just the way it is. It's the way it goes. It's just how it is. And so as the boyfriend, yeah, you're going to have to nip that in the bud a little bit and be like, look, motherfucker, this is my girl. I get y'all friends or whatever, but I know you got feelings for my girl, and I can't have that. You know what I mean? And I got to put little boundaries and restrictions on her a little bit, because I'm not trying to have my girl get into a situation where, like the previous episode, when we were talking about the crazy ways, you've heard somebody cheat on you, and it's like, oh, it just escalated. Oh, it was just, the tip. Oh, that just the tip is wild. But you know what I mean? It's one of those things where it's like, dude, I don't want it to get to that point. And so for it to not even get to that point, I need to put my foot down now. And that's just the way it goes. I mean, look, it is what it is. But as far as him, yeah, the moment they broke up, you should have probably been, trying a little bit, to be honest with you. Hey, I don't know. Sure, why not? I was in high school with this girl. She was really cute. We had a class together, but didn't really talk until about 6 months in, when we got seated next to each other and just really hit it off. We both had a lot of mental issues that we helped each other through, and we went to the beach and a festival and several movies together. But like 1 week prior to when we started talking, she started dating this other guy. End of the year, they broke up, and literally the day I was going to ask her out, she told me she was moving away. Ah, and that's probably why they broke up. They probably only broke up because she was moving away. So it wasn't a thing where like you had a chance anyway. Damn, on two fronts. You didn't have a chance because she was moving away, and then you didn't have a chance because she probably only broke up with him because she was moving away. Like, let's give it on to P. We stayed in contact for a while and eventually did come to visit, and we both graduated, but at that point we were both just different people, and we also were both super busy and couldn't hang out much. She was cool. I miss her. Maybe in another universe she didn't move away. My whole life's trajectory was different. Yeah, man, that's the way it happens. That's the way it happens. You kind of sometimes go in different directions, and it is what it is. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I get it. But, my thing is you really probably didn't have a chance with her at all, to be honest with you. I think once she dated Homeboy, it was like you were done. You wouldn't go get another chance. Met a guy who I hit it off with almost immediately, and we've been tight-knit for the past 3 years now. I love everything about him. I love his personality. I love his care. I love his goals, and I love making him proud of me. I love how real he is. I love every single conversation I have with him. I love when he talks to me about his interests and gets me passionate from them as he is. I love when he shares his creative outlets with me. I love spending time with him because I'm always smiling and laughing. I love how much I've learned about myself simply knowing him. I love how much he's been there for me, including currently letting me live with him after shit hit the fan at home. Unfortunately, unresolved traumas from my past gave us incompatibility issues early on, and I feel really lost sometimes. He's my world. He's raised the bar so high for me that sometimes I just don't know if I could ever try to love someone again. I know there's other fish in the sea, but he made me truly believe in fate because his presence in my life makes me feel whole. I feel like he was truly the missing piece in my soul after I had lived such a hard life. I hope one day we can love again, but even if I can't love him so much, I'd be fine at just sharing my life with him as a friend. Whoever ends up with him, if it's not me, is going to be super lucky, and I hope I appreciate him as just I do. Yeah, because it seems like she sold herself short, if I'm being honest with you. That's what it seems like to me. It seems like she sold her. I'm so tongue tied. Oh my God. She sold herself short. God damn. Sally sells she-shores by the she-shore. But yeah, because she kind of came to this conclusion of like, we're having issues, or we're having compatibility issues because I have trauma. And it's like, he kind of seemed like there wasn't a problem with it. He looked at it like, shoot, girl, come on, live with me and you can get away from that shit. We'll talk about it, be copacetic. I'll beat them cheeks a little bit and we solid, That's what it seems like to me. But she kind of sold herself short in being like, no, he doesn't want to deal with this and he doesn't want to have to deal with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to distance myself for his sake, but I could find another guy, I'm sure. You know what I mean? Like, you sold yourself so short. What are you doing? Just over compatibility issues? And I don't even feel like the compatibility issues were even there, if I'm being honest with you. Yes, you had some traumas and yes, you have some things going on or whatever. But the fact that this man brought you into his home and you're over here like, nah, we're not compatible? I don't know. I don't know about all that. Like, it doesn't sit right with me because I just don't see the point in doing that. It's like selling yourself short over some problems that could easily be fixed. Especially somebody who's willing to help you out with those problems. That's what it seemed like he was doing. He was like, look, I'm going to have you live with me. We're going to get out of there. I'm going to keep you motivated. I'm going to keep you, somebody who is just happy and loving. And because all the shit that you listed that you love about him was simply him pretty much getting you out of the mindset of, all the crap that you're dealing with. He was just like, nah, I'm going to get her passionate about shit. I'm going to get her motivated. I'm going to get her mind off of everything. I'm going to show her like, hey, I got you. And then when shit hit the fan in her living situation, he was like, hey, don't worry about it, baby. I got you. and you sold yourself short on a good ass dude talking about, oh, I'll find another one. Come on, man. I love how women will get these one in a million kind of dudes and then sell themselves short and be like, oh, I'll get another one. He's out there somewhere. And it's like, no, that's not how it works. It don't work like that. You get one, maybe two of these guys in your whole lifetime. Maybe two. She sold herself short. That's all I'm going to say to that. That sucks. I was 19 in the Air Force, having dinner with 3 of my mid-20 Marines friends. We have a gorgeous waitress who is also 19, and she starts asking us questions about the military or whatever. She starts flirting with me super hard, which is blowing my mind because one of the Marines I was with was a very attractive and fit dude. An obvious catch. I was an underweight nerd and still had some acne. Definitely not a catch. Go figure that I was leaving for a new base the very next day. The Marines were mad that I didn't try to sleep with her that night. You got to understand, sometimes when you're not even the most attractive dude and a girl is hitting on you, a lot of times her place in life, she's probably just looking for a bit of companionship, if I'm being honest with you. And she's like, I don't want to put all the high effort of trying to get an attractive dude. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a low effort guy and just kind of mess with him for a little bit, maybe get my confidence back up, this and that, because that low confidence guy is going to boost her confidence, because he's going to tell her she's pretty and, kind of do things for her, put her on a pedestal a little bit. And then, sadly, she's going to dip on that dude and actually go, take that confidence to somebody else. Doesn't happen with every girl, but it sometimes does. There's a lot of girls that are just in that little small place in their life where they're just like, they may be broken up with, or they maybe got turned down, or whatever the case may be. They just kind of feel inadequate. So then they go for the less attractive dudes to feel adequate, and it happens. It happens to my friends all the time. I've seen it with my own eyes. And I'm just like, yo, don't date this girl. And they're like, what? Oh, why, man? Why? And I'm just like, don't date her, dude, because she does not want to date you. I'm not going to sit here and say she's using you, but it's just a thing where it's like, she just kind of wants to feel better about herself and her situation. That's really all it is. So, I don't know. That's just my 2 coins. All right, we're going to do about like maybe 2 more because they're thick boys. So we're going to do 2 more. Coming back from abroad after dropping out and meeting a girl who was about to leave for studies abroad, we started a mutually agreed upon summer fling before she leaves, just to have fun. But we actually clicked unusually well. The fling turned into a proper relationship, but we knew it wouldn't end. We knew it would end. Okay, so they turned into a proper relationship, but they knew it would end. We met in spring, so we were together for around 6 months. We were really sad to end it, but we both agreed long distance was unrealistic. Years passed, and we both moved on to other people. But even though I tried to make comparisons, nothing even came close to what we had. I thought something was wrong with me for being so attached to a short relationship I had when I was 19. After 3 years, she reached out. We talked about how we left things. The spark was still there, but our lives were well on their way in 2 different countries. 2 more years off and on, and platonic communication followed until we admitted that it wasn't something I don't even know how to say that word. Her studies were ending and my job was more flexible. We got back together in a 5-year relationship after breaking up, and 2 years later, it's still amazing. We got back into a relationship 5 years after breaking up. Oh, okay. Oh, this one kind of worked out for him. Okay. This is what I was talking about earlier in the episode, where, I was talking to my friend, or I was talking about my friend that I met in college where, he met a girl and she actually got a job at a company and she had to move a state. They broke up, but then later on, she, the 2020 happened, the pandemic, whatever. She came back because she's like, hey, I have family out here. I want to live out here. I'm able to work remote, but still have my job. They got back together and, now they're married and they're doing their thing. It happens, man. You just kind of got to keep that communication open, and of course do your thing, get successful out here. But, a lot of times when you find that amazing person, sometimes if shit rears its head back, rears back around, and, it's like that old cliche saying, if you let something go and it comes back to you, it's meant to be, it's actually yours. So, he definitely had that situation for him, and kudos to him, man. After 5 years, they got into a good relationship and now they're doing their thing, man. I love to hear some W's because we had a lot of L's. God damn. All right, we're going to do one more scenario and then we're going to get into the Am I the Assholes? So I took a ballroom dance class in college to meet girls. I know I'm a bad sitcom character anyway, so I met this group of girls, and this one really caught my eye. She was into Ninja Turtles and very much a geek. So after class, a whole group of us are talking, and I hit on her. Then to my shock, her friends start insulting me, so I insulted her friend back. By the end of the week, the friend and I were dating. Whoa! What the fuck? Okay. So literally he was just like, dang, I like that girl. She's kind of cute. And then her friend was just like insulting him. So they insulted back. And then I don't know, he was like, fuck this girl. I'm going to start dating the friend. Kind of crazy. Okay. By the end of the week, the friend and I were dating. She was fucking perfect. So perfect it broke my heart just to look at her sometimes. She had to break it off because she was juggling some family shit and couldn't handle a relationship at the time. 6 months later, we bumped into each other and she clearly wanted it to be something, but I was then wrapped up in my own drama. We saw each other a couple years later when she was dating a friend of mine. In the end, neither of us got the girl. She's married to some other schlub and clearly happy. I'll always remember our time fondly, but just never had good timing. The best ones always blindside me. Damn, man. That's kind of a wild story within itself, if I'm being honest with you, though. Just the fact that he was like, oh, I like this girl. And then out of nowhere, he had some animosity toward the friend, and then they started dating. And I was just like, whoa, okay, damn. That's a dynamic I didn't see coming. I kind of love when stories and, when we go over scenarios and they have those little twists in there. Like I said, I don't read none of this beforehand. You guys are experiencing it firsthand, just like I am, so I like us to experience it firsthand together. And that, man, it just sucks that it didn't really work out for him. That's what I mean. That most of this thread is low-key been an L. But it happens, life kind of just rips you apart, and sometimes it brings you back together, but then you're kind of just like, and so, life sucks sometimes, but hey, it doesn't suck all the time. You know what I mean? You just have your moments, being honest with you. All right. We're going to get into our first scenario. We're going to start off pretty juicy, if you ask me. But before we do, I got some announcements to make. Thank you guys so much for all the support, man. We have been going crazy. You guys have been loving all the clips and supporting all the show, all the episodes and stuff like that. Thank you guys so much. Patreon.com/Am I the Asshole podcast. $3 a month. You get an exclusive Friday episode as well as being able to send as many scenarios as you want into the show. We don't have a submission today, but I'm looking for more scenarios, definitely. All right. And like I said, I want to connect with you guys more. I've been talking about this very recently. On TikTok, I want to see you guys stitch as well as duet some of the clips on TikTok, so that way I can see you guys' live reactions to the clips and things that we talk about, because I love when you guys comment, but it is so much more engaging for me. And I hope for you. when I get to see your face reacting to things. You know what I mean? I love that. I kind of want to start doing that, and I want to be able to see you guys reacting to it. You know what I mean? Whether you normally make TikTok videos or you don't, I don't really care. I want to see you guys kind of interacting with the content in that way, because we talk about some crazy shit. If I'm being honest with you, the scenarios that we talk about are kind of wild sometimes. And so for me, I want to be able to connect with you guys that way. So if we can do that, let's do that. That would be super awesome. Spotify and Apple Podcasts, rate the podcast, please. It helps out a lot, okay? It helps out a lot that you rate the podcast, preferably 5 stars. But I mean, you know, if you don't want to rate it 5 stars, that's okay. You rate it honest. But I would love for you to rate 5 stars. It does help a lot because it helps, you know, get the podcast out there to more people. You know what I mean? It allows us to kind of just build a bigger community, and, you know, more people get to check out these crazy ass wacky scenarios. You know what I mean? And I'm working on some stuff to kind of help, you know, create a better community and connect with you guys a little more, but obviously that's going to take time. So, but again, thank you guys so much for all the support and everything that you guys have been doing. Again, patreon.com/Am I the Asshole podcast. And let's go ahead and just get into these scenarios, man. All right. First one. I married a porn star. Ay. So it is what it is. I married a fairly well-known porn star. I did not quite realize the implications. It did not bother me at the time because everything I saw was girl on girl. Forward a few years later, and one of my tenants asked me if my wife was a porn star, and he mentioned her fake name. It was one of the most uncomfortable situations I ever had. Made me wonder how many times he watched her. Oh, did I mention that he is a convicted sex offender? Wow. And I bet that was just awkward and weird. Now, on the 50th episode, when I had my mom on the podcast, she was kind of advocating a little bit for OnlyFans girls and stuff, you know, and I was like, OnlyFans girls don't deserve to fucking date most men, if I'm being honest with you. Reason being is because for me personally, I know other guys, they like to talk about the whole biological reasons and all this kind of other stuff. Oh, the paternity and this and that. Sure, those are valid reasons, 100%. But my personal reason is when I get into a relationship with a woman, my sexual access should be mine and mine alone within the time of our relationship. I understand if she's dated other people. I understand if, you know, she's been in past relationships, whatever the case may be, but it's not all over the fucking world for everyone to see. It's not like her relationships were documented on the internet and every time she's fucked an ex, it's on the internet. No. Dude, and that's why for me, I look at it like I would never be able to take an OnlyFans girl serious. And this idiot married one, and now he's feeling the repercussions. And I even told my mom, I was like, dude, I would hate to be out and with my girl, and a dude comes up to her and it's just like, oh, are you so-and-so? Oh, I follow your OnlyFans and I think you're really pretty and da-da-da-da-da. And I gotta fucking deal with that shit. I much rather have a girl who is not in sex work and doing all that kind of stuff because I don't got to deal with that. I would, as a man, you know how embarrassing that is? You know, dudes out here busting nuts to your girl and they've seen her pussy, they've seen her titties, they've seen all this kind of stuff. And it's like, dude, your sexual access is no longer like, I was going to say important, but it's no longer like rare to me. You know what I mean? Like I can literally go online and see you naked and it's trash. And any guy can go online. They can save your pictures. They can save your videos, all this kind of stuff. It sucks. It's the worst thing. And this dude is now realizing like, holy shit, maybe marrying a porn star wasn't the right move, you know? And I can guarantee you, man, he was one of those dudes that, you know, he was probably all she could get, and he probably looked at it like, oh yeah, dating a porn star is gonna be great. Oh my god, the sex is gonna be wonderful. This and that. And now he's kind of realizing the repercussions of that, and he's just like, oh, because now he's got creepy ass sex offender dudes coming up to him talking about, oh, is that your girl? Oh man, oh, she's so hot, dude. I watch her like every other day. Man, I pretend like I nut on her face and all. It's like, bro. And regardless if it's girl on girl only, regardless if it's just solo content, it does not matter. Your naked body is out for everyone to see. Your sexual access is no longer just me. I look at it like, if you are in a relationship with a sex worker, you should be allowed to see other women. And she should not be able to see other dudes. No, because technically you're already seeing other dudes. It's just that they're seeing you and you're not seeing them. But that's a choice that you made. So if I'm in a relationship with a porn star, if I'm in a relationship with an OF girl, I'm going to have sex with other women. Fuck that shit. No. You're gonna be monogamous to me because you're giving your sexual access to everyone on the internet. So I'm gonna go ahead and give my sexual access to other women. Fuck are we talking about here? Come on now. Let's just be honest. It's just, and they sit there, it's different. No, it's not. It's not different. It's the same thing as if I sent another girl a dick pic, bro. It's the same fucking thing. Like, no. No. So, yeah, that's all I'm going to say on that. But it's true, though. What I was saying in that episode is true, and he's feeling it. He's feeling it. Because that's weird. All right, let's get to the next one. Got catfished last night. I've been catfished before, once by an old dude and another time by a dude who was probably 60 pounds heavier and 6 to 8 years older than his profile showed. But last night, the guy that showed up was a different guy, but still the same font as the pictures on the profile. The actual guy in the photos was more conventionally attractive, but the real guy was still my type. So we had so much in common that I bet things would have gone great if he wasn't an insecure liar. He wasn't bad looking, and all he did was waste both of our time because he wanted to use photos of what could possibly be his cousin instead of his own. I just don't understand it. What the fuck? And again, man, this is why I say dating apps are a fucking waste of time. I much rather go out to like a bar or to a social event. I don't really do the clubs. Clubs are kind of a waste of time for me. They're a waste of time and money, especially as a dude, because think about it like this. For a club, for a girl, it's nothing but a win-win. You get in for free, you get drinks, you have a possibility to get into a section. You know what I mean? You're going to have a more amazing time as a woman in a club than a dude. A dude, you got to pay to get in. You have to buy all the drinks. You got to buy bitches drinks. If you're going to do a section that's going to cost you a lot of money, like, trust me, man, it ain't worth it going to the club as a dude. But I much rather go to a bar. I much rather go to, because, a bar is going to be a little expensive, but I don't have to pay to get in the fucking door at a bar. You know what I mean? I'm just paying for the drinks. But I'd rather go to a social setting and get turned down by 100 women than do online dating. Because online dating is such a fucking waste of time, dude. You have to deal with possible catfishes. You have to deal with possible flakes. You have to deal with people being weird. You have to deal with awkward ass conversation and this weird shit of like, oh, what's your best pickup line and all this other crap. I don't care. I don't got time for all that bullshit. And then some girls, they want to sit on the app and talk forever. No, thank you. I'd rather meet you, vibe, kick it, and then set up a date with you. And if you want to do that, we can move forward and we can do more things. But I see you, you see me. We vibe, we talk, I set up a date. If you're down for that, cool. Am I still going to run into some flakes? Yeah. Am I still going to run into some weirdos? Yeah. But like I said, I'd rather get fucking flaked on by a girl I knew was cute than a fucking catfish. If I'm being honest with you, man. Come on now. Dating apps are a waste of time, bro. For men and women. I don't advocate for even women getting on dating apps. Look, man, if you're a woman, you got it so much easier. What the fuck are we talking about here? Go somewhere sociable, kick it for a little bit. If you see a dude, you think is kind of cute or whatever, you don't even have to really say anything to him. Just kind of like walk up to him and just be kind of next to him or whatever. Eventually, he'll probably say hi, and then obviously, do your thing. Vet the guy, make sure he's a good dude, and he's not just trying to get some coochie or, if you're trying to just, get some dick, then go ahead and do that. But it's all what you're looking for. But like I said, I'd rather get turned down face to face by 100 women than go on dating apps. Dating apps are a fucking waste of time, dude. All right, let's get into the next one. I have feelings for my mom's boyfriend's brother. Okay. That's a little weird. Yeah, like imagine that. Imagine a dude coming up to you and being like, "Oh yeah, I'm dating my brother's girlfriend's daughter." You know what I mean? Imagine that. That would be weird as hell. I mean, weird as hell to say. And then it's kind of weird because if they get married, now it's like you're dating your step uncle. That's weird to think about. Now you're dating your step uncle. Like I don't think she thought about that, huh? Like just imagine how weird that is. Like, oh yeah, I'm dating my mom's brother or my mom's boyfriend's brother, and it's just like, oh. Are your mom and her boyfriend married? Like, oh yeah, they're engaged. They're gonna get married like next month. It's like, oh, so then that means you're gonna be dating your step uncle? He's like, no. Like, yeah, because he'll be your stepdad, and his brother is now your uncle or step uncle. God damn, that's a whole nother porn category right there. For context, my mom and her boyfriend have been dating for about 5 years. We are super close. I, 24 female, consider her boyfriend a father figure. That said, I have never considered his brother, 37 male, a family member. I didn't start connecting with him until a couple of years ago. I began noticing that he was a particular kind of flirtatious sweet with me. I had always found him funny, good looking, and smart, so I leaned into it. That evolved into some potential sexual tension, which eventually went beyond physical attraction. He's become one of my favorite people to talk to and joke around with. He respects my boundaries, and I've never been worried that he would coerce me into anything I didn't want to do. I recently confessed my feelings for him, and he reciprocated. We both acknowledged the weirdness of the situation and laughed it off, but with this reverie of forbidden romance that only made it more tempting. He recently moved out of the area, but I still think about him romantically and sexually. I've adorned for him for at least a year, and I haven't connected with anyone else in the same way since. We text occasionally, but we don't talk about our mutual feelings. I understand why. I don't want to disrupt our family unit, but I also can't shake my attraction to this guy. Exactly. That's exactly what I was saying. He can't really shake the fact that it's like, dude, that's gonna be my step niece. Like, I can't be fucking my step niece, bro. That's just weird. That's weird as fuck, man. I can't sit there and be like, I am dating my brother's girlfriend's daughter. No matter how sexy she is, all kind of like, don't get me wrong, man. I would, if I was in that situation, yeah, I would have busted me a couple nuts, but it just would not be a long-term thing. And I would have to let her know that, like, bro, this is not a long-time thing. I'm sorry. I can't do this long time with you because it would be too weird. The stigma would be just too much, and that's a lot to deal with, if I'm being honest with you. Is it like wrong? I guess is the word I'm trying to say. In a way, I kind of look at it like no, because I mean, you guys aren't, technically, if your mom wasn't dating his brother, then of course, yeah, you guys could date and everything would be straight chilling. But the fact that there's a potential that he can become a family member, a step family member, it does create a stigma, and it's kind of weird. It is. It's kind of weird, if I'm being honest with you. So, it is what it is, and that's just kind of the way that goes. So, yeah. It kind of sucks because she's over here just like, wetting her cooch for the dude, but hey. All right. Okay, we actually got a lot of good little scenarios here. Okay. I think my roommate has a crush on my boyfriend. My boyfriend. All right, so my boyfriend, 20 male, and I, 20 female, have been dating for 2 years. For the past 8 months, I've been living with 2 good friends, Lola and Kelly. Lola, I've known for a little longer than my boyfriend, and Kelly I've known for about a year. Recently, Kelly seems really friendly with my boyfriend, but I'm worried I'm just crazy. Keep in mind, we are all friends, but she met him as my boyfriend, whereas Lola was already friends with him and me around a similar time. Lola is friendly with him, and they have hung out occasionally if I am out of town, but it's never flirty. Plus, it makes sense as we are all friends before my boyfriend and I started dating. Kelly has started asking my boyfriend to give her rides to the airport and other such places occasionally. Not a problem until she started to text him directly and not even mention it to me. My boyfriend and I have a very playful dynamic. After dating for 2 years, so sometimes when he asks for my food, I'll jokingly say no, but then hand him some. I love cooking for him because he appreciates it so much, but recently Kelly has started offering to cook for him. If I joke no, or if I'm cooking something he doesn't like, I'll usually tell her that it's all good and I can make him something. I am vegan, but Kelly and my boyfriend eat meat. Kelly was gushing about wanting a rib night. She made my boyfriend pinky promise to have one with her, and later I found out she was texting him to plan one at our house. Without inviting me to even be there, even though I live there, and would find it weird if my boyfriend turned up when I didn't invite him over. What? So she's out here planning a rib date with her boyfriend at her house without her being there. What kind of shit is that? That's a treacherous ass friend, bro. Let's see. When I was wearing one of my boyfriend's funny shirts, she said that she had been looking for the same shirt at the thrift store he got it at, since we said there had been more of them. That threw me off since it was very not much of her style, and why would she feel the need to have a matching shirt with my boyfriend? She also sometimes calls him by nicknames. I call him nothing mushy, just nicknames of his name, but no one else calls him that. Kelly has many times said how amazing of a guy my boyfriend is, and when she went through a breakup recently, I thought she just needed comfort in a kind of male presence, which my boyfriend is, but now it is starting to annoy me. My boyfriend is over all the time, so obviously I love that we are friends, but I'm starting to feel like she's overstepping. Lola and my boyfriend also think it's a bit odd, but it's confusing because because she will call him the house boyfriend. God damn, nigga. They over here like, yeah, you're dating all of us. Like, god damn, like, am I getting some community pussy too? Like, shit. I don't mind being the community dick. Shit. Since now I am the only person in the house with a partner, and then also calls us mom and dad since we have been dating for a while and do most things together. I don't know what her angle is. Sorry for the long list like post. These are just instances I can remember off the top of my head. I need to tell someone if I'm being insane or not. They do not have full-on conversations over text, just a few short conversations, answers. If she starts chatting over my boyfriend, would 100% be weirded out, and he already tells me when she texts him anyway. God damn, that was a loaded fucking scenario. All right. Let me stretch real quick. Okay. So, I don't know. I think that she does have some feelings for him, and she's kind of just planting her seeds a little bit. And she looks at it like, shoot, once they break up, I am going to pick this rebound up so fast to where he won't even have an opportunity to talk to another girl. You know what I mean? And I think that's kind of what she's doing. She kind of pre-ordering a man right now. That's kind of how it feels. It feels like she's like low-key pre-ordering a man. She's just like, look, I'm gonna get it real tight with this dude, and then if they break up, whatever the case may be, I'm gonna swoop that motherfucker right up. Because it's like, I feel a girl is only gonna change the things that she does and likes and is interested in for a guy that she likes. She's going to change those things because she looks at it like, ooh, he is sexy. I like this guy, blah, 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 blah. And I want us to have more in common, so on and so forth. And so it's not uncommon for shit like that to happen, most definitely. And I think she's doing it, to where she's like, I don't want to make it seem obvious, so I'm not going to like have this whole text conversation kind of thing with him. But at the same time, I am going to, make that shit apparent as fuck when we're together, like person to person, and face to face, whatever the case may be. So I don't know. I would keep a watch out on her. I'm glad that he is not really playing into it, and he's just kind of like telling his girl every time like they text and stuff like, hey, look, this is what she's been doing, like, don't shoot me. Because that's how I feel. I'd be like, don't shoot me. Like, she's texting me. I thought we were all friends. I thought we were all cool, Because even the other homegirl thinks it's weird. She's just like, yeah, I don't know what's up with Kelly. Lola is just like, yeah, I don't know what's up with her either. Because, Kelly seemed like she kind of got a girl boner for your dude. You know what I mean? But my thing is, I feel like she's pre-ordering a man. That's what I think she's doing. I feel like she's pre-ordering a man. She looks at it like, ooh, I'm about to get me a man. And, I'm going to have him on the back burner so that way once you guys, break up or whatever the case may be, I'm going to swoop in. Goddamn. That's how I feel about it. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. All right. Next scenario. Fling said, I love you a few times to me after just a month. Too early? I've been seeing this girl for about 4 weeks now. We met at a party, clicked automatically, and hooked up that night. At the time, I didn't expect it to last more than a night or two of how drunk I was, but it's been a roller coaster of a month. In a good way, she's gorgeous, funny, smart, and I've been really enjoying her company and energy. We talk and see each other every day now, so it's been moving pretty quickly. We're both engineering students, so there's also a sense of unspoken commodity, at least in my school. A few nights ago, we were walking home at night from the gym when all of a sudden she leaned on me and told me she loved me. I was taken aback. I'd never been told I love you by any woman except for my mom and sister, but I was also shocked that it happened so quickly. Usually this stage doesn't happen until a few months in at the very least, or does it? I didn't say anything except laugh and gave her a kiss. Yeah, super awkward. Yesterday, after a night out with some friends, we were cuddling, and once again she said I love you, but this time I said it back, rather reluctantly. But her face absolutely lit up, and it felt magical seeing her so ecstatic. Not that there's anything wrong with her. I do like her a lot. She makes my day a whole lot better. I mentioned on the third night we've always wanted to try lobster, and just the other day she brought some lobster back from a catered conference she went to. Made my week. I've literally never had anyone other than my parents do that for me. But I don't know if I exactly love her yet, and I feel like a dick for it. It's such a strong word, right? I feel like we're still in the honeymoon phase, and it's just a little too early to tell. I hate lying to people, and I don't want to keep falsely leading her on. Am I overreacting, or do women really fall in love this easily? The thing I'm worried about is if I do tell her, I'm not sure what I feel yet. Then she'll take it the wrong way and start drifting away from me. Maybe I'm overreacting, but I'm trying everything in my power not to fuck up everything and risk losing her. Yeah. Look, man, women will fall in love with a girl. Or, I mean, women will fall in love with a guy who is just that guy. You know what I mean? If I'm being honest with you. And in her eyes, you're that guy. You are just that guy, man. You are the guy. You know, she looks at it like, man, this guy is the best guy that I can possibly get. He is that guy for me. He is that guy sexually. He is that guy emotionally. He is that guy, you know, monetarily. He's that guy looks wise. He's that guy everything, you know. And so, of course, she's going to sit there and get attached to you and be like, I love you and all this good stuff. Now, on your end, I just feel like you're overthinking it, bro. I really do. I feel like you're overthinking it. I feel like she's a great woman who is offering a lot of value to you. And honestly, you don't have to sit there and be like, I love you too, and get all mushy and stuff, but just enjoy being with her, man. Just enjoy, try, and definitely try to love her. Definitely try to love her back. 100%. Definitely try to love her back. Try to, you know, feel those feelings, because she's a great girl. You think she's attractive and funny and awesome. You guys go to the gym together. You guys have a lot in common, all that good stuff. Dude, stop overthinking shit. This is where guys go wrong so many times. They overthink shit in relationships, and then they do stupid shit, and then the girl is just kind of like, damn it, you know what I mean? And they don't want to deal with that. They just look at it like, dude, why are you overthinking so much? Like, I already like you. You're already in my coochie. You know, like, we're already good. Everything is fine. Like, dude, stop overthinking and just be with her. Just be with her. Enjoy it. Love it. Awesome. I get it. He looks at it like, oh, I got to be honest with her and tell her, that I don't feel like, I love her all that much. No, dude. Just go with the flow. Go with the flow. Man, stop overthinking shit. Go with the flow. Women overthink, not men. All right? Stop overthinking shit. It's ridiculous. It's so dumb how men overthink shit. I'm like, bro, stop. Go with the flow. Let her overthink. Let her do all the overthinking bullshit. You just go with the flow. You get you some coochie. You be good to her and let her be good back. And when she tells you I love you, you're just like, love you too, and just enjoy being in the relationship. I'm not going to sit here and condone lying to her or whatever, but it's like, if you guys are in a relationship, it's something that you're going to feel eventually. You're going to feel love for her eventually. Yeah. And so it's like, definitely have an open mind to loving her. Why not? Have an open mind to it. Right now, I think you're just overcomplicating it, and you're trying to find a reason not to love her and not to, want to be with her like that. You know what I mean? You're just finding all these fucking reasons, and it's stupid. It's like, what are you doing, dude? Just simply get in there and go with the flow. Literally. And if she is saying she loves you, hey, I love you too. And really try to feel that feeling for her. She's a great girl. I see nothing wrong with this relationship, if I'm being honest with you. So I don't know why you trying to make it into something, especially if you are so worried about not trying to fuck it up. And that's another thing. If you're worried about not fucking something up, you're going to fuck it up. 100%. It's just the way it goes, bro. All right, we're going into our next one. Trust is gone. Gotta break up. Help me on how to please. Okay. Trust is gone. I am in a 4-year relationship with my girlfriend, and it's always been kind of bumpy. Damn, nigga, you 45, you got a girlfriend? Hey, you should be married by now. Shit. We had a few huge fights, and I feel like we never really solved our problems. We just moved on and put our issues under the mat. We've done one session of couples counseling and realized just there how much I don't trust her anymore. She lied in the past around 1 year ago in a business trip. Maybe she cheated, crashed totally drunk at her friend's hotel room, male, from 5 a.m. to 11 a.m. after a huge party. That was a Congress in Miami. That's work. I found out by snooping at her phone. Bad stuff. Please never do it. I did, and I regret it bitterly. I chose to believe in her story, forgive her, move on after a full year of working on my emotions and my faith in the relationship. She talks about the new business trip, but does it without any care for my feelings. I ask for words of reassurance. She can't promise me she'll never get drunk during a Congress. Says I'm controlling when actually I've come to learn that through therapy that these are my boundaries and I'm not acting of control over my partner. During couples counseling, she agreed that regardless whatever happens in the room, that was cheating. It was inappropriate. She understands me from a rational point of view, but can't sympathize with my feelings. As she did nothing wrong with the guy and wanted to catch an Uber after sobering up a little bit, 6 damn hours to sober up. During individual therapy, I came to learn that she's gaslighting me and manipulating my decisions through my feelings. She's been physically and emotionally unavailable for a few months now. Even before the fight, we were not okay. I already have a support group waiting for me, my lovely family, and the holiday seasons. She's on a trip now and should be back tomorrow evening. How do I do it? Do I insist in couples counseling and try things through? I have to break up, but I am super attached to her emotionally, and this could take a toll on me. I have serious issues with rejections and breakup. TLDR, girlfriend slept around drunk at her buddy's hotel, not her own, on a business trip, but swears to God that she crashed sober up and then went to the parties and went to her hotel right after around 11 a.m. I moved on and chose to trust and believe her. Okay, look, man, you have boundaries, and those boundaries should definitely 100% be adhered to, but I don't think that she wants to adhere to those boundaries. And you've already made the decision that the trust is gone and you need to break up and all that kind of stuff. And that's great. You need to do it as soon as possible. I mean, you should have done what you should have done is you should have broke up with her before she went on that trip, on that business trip or whatever. She goes on that business trip while you're packing your shit or you're packing her shit, whatever, whoever owns the house, whatever the case may be. But you are leaving. While she's gone, you are leaving. You are focusing on leaving. You're focused on getting the fuck out of there. Because, look, man, if I'm being honest with you, if a woman is not willing to accept your boundaries within a relationship, there is no relationship. It's over. It's done. It's like, look, man, I talked to you. I tried to have a conversation with you. I tried to, express my feelings to you and how what you're doing is making me feel, but you're sitting there. No, you're being controlling. You're being manipulative. You're just jealous, this, and that. Bro, that just tells me that you don't care for me, my feelings, or my boundaries. So why the fuck do I care about you, your feelings, or your boundaries? Peace and chicken grease. I'm out of here. There's just no relationship at that point because we obviously, as men, have boundaries to keep our girl from doing stupid shit. From literally, oh, it just escalated. Oh, it was an accident. It was the heat of the moment. Oh, I didn't think things were going to happen that way. Come on, bruh. Cap to the highest degree, okay? Women are ruled by their emotions and they don't think logically in certain situations. And then you add alcohol into the mix and that makes it even worse. So yes, us men, we have to have boundaries on our women because if we don't, they're going to fall into these dumb situations and they're going to fuck up the relationship. And if they don't want to adhere to those boundaries, cool. You go do you, I'm going to do me. Relationship is done. That my thing is, look, man, you should have, before she went on that vacation or not vacation, I'm sorry. Before she went on that business trip, I would have done it right then and there. Day before she left or the day of leaving, I'd have been like, hey, look, I'm done with this. I don't want to be with you anymore. I'm good. I'm done. You know what I mean? You give her all the reasons, whatnot, or you could even text her bitch ass and be like, look, we're done, because dude, it's over. And you already know that. All right, we're on to the next scenario. This is the second to last scenario. Am I the asshole for taking my boyfriend's sex toys? That is a weird ass title. What the fuck is a dude doing with sex toys? What the fuck? He was like, man, my hand ain't enough. He was like, I need some cock rings. I need some shit to choke my crap out. I don't know. I'm like, dude sex toys? I don't know. What the fuck are they? Okay, I, 28 female, and my boyfriend, 31 male, have been together for almost 9 years. My God. And he still hasn't put a ring on it? Psh, damn, girl, run while you can. That nigga wasting your time. And we have had a very good relationship to this point. He is always very nice and caring, and throughout our years together, we have explored many different aspects of our sex life. We aren't exactly traditional, and some of the things we enjoy involve toys. These toys can be used alone or with someone else, and with specific toys that sparked this conflict are the anal toys. We are in a bit of a BDSM relationship with him on the receiving end. What the fuck? This dude is taking toys up the butt. Oh my God. We only ever use anal toys on him as I do not enjoy them. I make significantly more money than him, so I bought all the toys, some costing upwards to $100. I don't know when it happened, but at the same point, he got into contact with some online dominatrix and they really hit it off. I caught him on FaceTime with her and she was having him use the toys I bought on himself. It was shocking to say the least. Yo, nigga, your man is gay. Your man is gay, bro. He is not. Oh my. This motherfucker is gay. All right. Let's not cap. This ain't no BDSM relationship. This relationship is a fucking front, bro. This nigga's gay. He out here on Skype with a dominatrix putting toys up his butt, bro. You are gay. Get the fuck out of here, man. Oh my God. He made some excuses, but I couldn't stand to see him in the aftermath, so I packed up all my stuff and went to stay with my friend who lives in the area for a bit. Part of what I packed were the toys I bought. Within the day, he had called me asking where all his toys had gone. I told him I took them because they're technically mine, but he said that's unfair. He says I should let him have them since I'll never use them anyway, and also that I'm overreacting. He says that since it was all online, it wasn't really cheating, and that I should just come home. He's my first real relationship, and I don't want to flush 9 years down the drain over some petty overreaction to what he says is essentially just porn. Also, he's right. I'll never use these toys. Am I being the asshole? All right, look, man. God damn. First off, it's been 9 years and you guys aren't engaged. Okay? Nigga is wasting your time. Look, ladies, stop being in relationships. Look, my thing is, if a guy is not going to propose to you within 3 to 4 years, he's never going to. He'll never propose to you. Ever. It's not going to happen. All right. So he's wasting your time. 2, I understand this is your first real relationship and you're all, attached and all this bullshit, whatever the case may be. It's understandable, but if I'm being honest with you, homeboy, this nigga's gay. All right. Come on, man. Let's just be honest here. This motherfucker's gay. He's out here sitting in front of his computer with his ass in the air and he out here shoving toys in his butthole, bro. This motherfucker is gay. There's just no way. There's no way. I think he enjoys taking it up the butt more than he enjoys having sex with you. And that's why I say he's gay. None of this whole bi shit. Nah. I don't think he likes women at all. You know what I mean? I think he likes the idea of, being with a woman maybe. But I think more of all, from the information she's giving me, I think he enjoys taking it up the butt more than anything. Yeah, because this dude is weird as fuck. And if I'm being honest with you, just the fact that it's been 9 years and he hasn't proposed to you, because he never will. This nigga likes men. You know what I mean? He's never going to propose to you, so you're wasting your time. And then, 2, like I said, this nigga's gay. Let's just keep it on OP, man. This nigga's gay, all right? Like, God damn. That's ridiculous, dude. That is ridiculous. All right, that's all I'm going to say about that one. But are you the asshole? No. Because, like I said, it's one of those things where he doesn't look at it as cheating, but in a way it kind of is, Think about it like this. It's like as if he's Skyping with another girl or he's Skyping with another guy, you know what I mean? And they're just kind of like sexual Skyping. I don't want to call it sexting because it's not really sexting, but it's just sexual Skyping, It's the same thing. And then it's worse if he's even paying this dominatrix chick. And the fact that you were like, oh, he met this dominatrix chick and they hit it off. Yeah, of course it's cheating. That's like him just meeting a random chick and then, her kind of just enjoying watching him take it up the butt, I guess. I don't know. My thing is that is cheating, and he's technically cheating on you. So with those three things, he's never going to propose to you. This nigga is gay and likes it up the butt, and he's cheating on you. You're wasting your time, baby girl. You're wasting your fucking time. All right. That's what it is. All right. We got our last scenario for the day. Oh man. Oh man. Oh. Woo. Friend zone. Need advice on what to do and how I can get her back if I should. Bro, if you are friend zoned, there ain't no getting her back, bruh. There ain't no getting her back. You're done. Move on. Okay, both 20. After a month of solid dating with this girl, she randomly decided one night after a date that we would be better off as friends. We kind of moved fast, going out about 17 times a month, and I slept over at her apartment the other night. But after I asked her in person if we could be official, she said not yet and later texted me that night that we should be friends. She's an amazing person, and I've never gotten along with someone better, but her reasoning was she's got to do some things to be good on her own first before she could be in a relationship. Cap like a motherfucker. That is an excuse for her to let you down easily, bro. That's an excuse. She doesn't want to date you, bro. She doesn't want to be in a relationship with you. Yeah, that's what it is. She ain't got to get her own. Fuck out of here, bro. Come on, man. Come on. You believe in that? Okay. I asked her when she realized that, and she said our last date is when she realized. I'm so confused, especially since it doesn't help that she said I didn't do anything wrong and told me I'm the best person she's met. Cap. Like I said, man, she's letting you down easy, bro. She is. She's letting you down easy. And that's what she's doing. She's trying to it's the whole, oh, it's not you, it's me thing. She's kind of sitting there and just kind of gaslighting you a little bit, talking about, oh, you're a great guy and you're all this and that. And in reality, you ain't shit to her, bro. Let's just keep it on OP. All right. Oh, man. Let's see. She wants to continue to hang out regularly and be good friends and thinks all is well between us, even though she could have communicated things and tried a little harder rather than put me in all that work for nothing. She wants to start over fresh as friends and forgot about everything we've done. Whoa. Yeah, bro, she don't give a fuck about you. However, there's something that does concern me, how she lets guy friends, like over 30 of them in total, flirt with her and leads them on without telling them that she only wants platonic relationships with them when they constantly want to go out with her. She also needs some advice on what to do and needs some outside opinion. Also, if you want to see videos / pics of some of the texts, you're more than welcome to see. Just text me a message or something on Reddit. Works exactly. Look, man, you're done. You're done. She enjoys the attention. She doesn't want to be in a relationship because she enjoys the attention of all these different guys that feel like they have a shot. That's what it is. And you were just another one. You were just another DJ Khaled. That's all it was, man. You were just another one. Because she out here just vying for the attention. And I guarantee you, when you guys were hanging out and going on these dates, they weren't dates to her, bro. Not at all. They weren't dates to her. What they were to her was free meals. They were experiences. She was bored and wanted to go out and hang out and do something. Because I guarantee you, when she wasn't hanging out with you, she was hanging out with one of them other dudes. And they were taking her out to eat. And they were taking her out to go do stuff and experience things and stuff like that. Come on, bro. She doesn't want to be in a relationship with you. She don't want to be in a relationship with all those dudes. Technically, this bitch got 30 boyfriends. And they're all thinking that they have a shot with her. And she's just like, she's just pulling all these resources, man. She probably got food guy number 6. You know what I mean? Like, dude. Like, you're done with her, man. You need to move on. You need to go. You need to leave and go get you another chick. You need to stop talking to her altogether. Block her on everything. Get rid of her number. Just be done, bro. Be done. Because then you're just going to sit in this perpetual shit of like, oh, what did I do wrong? And why doesn't she want to be with me? Why doesn't she care about me? Nah, bro. She's treacherous as fuck. She's treacherous. What she's doing is she's enjoying all the attention from all these guys because she's 20, and I'm sure she's somewhat attractive. So it's one of those things where it's like all these dudes are taking her out, giving her these experiences, buying her food and gifts and flowers and all this kind of other shit. And she's just lying to you, bro. She's just lying to you. She's doing that shit to your face too. Damn. Yeah, bro. That sucks. That really does suck. So, all right, man, that's going to be the end of the episode. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening. I appreciate all the support that you guys have been getting. Like I said, we've been getting some mad support on TikTok, as well as Instagram has actually been doing its thing. I've been seeing a lot of people follow on Instagram, which is nice. I've been getting messages. You guys have been messaging me and stuff, which is really cool. You guys ask how to send in your scenarios, and I tell you, hey, Patreon, and some people go over there on the Patreon. $3 a month. Like I said, patreon.com/Am I the Asshole Podcast. $3 a month. You get an exclusive episode every Friday, as well as being able to send as many scenarios as you want to the show. Again, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, rate the show. Please rate the show. Rate it 5 stars if you can. It's free, man. It's free. Rate that podcast. Rate our podcast with 5 stars. As far as TikTok, please stitch and duet the clips. I want to see you guys live react to the clips. I really do. I even want to know what you guys have to say about the clips. You know what I mean? You can cut it down to where I just read the scenario and then you give your opinion. That's why I say stitch it on there too. So that way I can hear you guys' opinions on stuff like that. But yeah, man, I just want more ways to connect with you guys. I want more ways to kind of be close with you guys. And I feel like that's a cool way to do it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.